Hey everyone, welcome back to another One Piece Bounty Rush video. My name is D-Free. Here today, I wanted to cover some basics. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hit that subscribe if you're new for more content. It has been a while since I've really touched on this topic, but my friend was recently starting the game and he asked me some stuff and it kind of gave me an idea that, hey, I might as well just kind of put out there some basic stuff that a lot of people should know that maybe they don't know, just like a beginner guide. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, hit that subscribe if you're new for more One Piece Bounty Rush summons, gameplay, breakdowns, news here on the channel. And also if you guys enjoyed this video and if it's helpful, please hit the thumbs up and show support for the video. So I wanted to cover some basics. We're going to kind of bounce around all over the place, so be sure to listen all the way through the video. So starting out, there's some things that I really want to kind of point out for everybody. And a lot has kind of changed over the course of the last few months. But the first thing I want to mention is make sure that you are using special training. This is something that takes a while. It obviously takes a while, right? I'm still waiting for some sort of campaigns here. They haven't done anything like that. But it's a way to get free shards for your characters. They max out at 5, but you can obviously kind of collect them and then they'll keep going. It adds up over time. It's not anything crazy, but make sure you're doing it. Some people will forget that, right? Obviously, I don't really need to talk much about the solo mode because there's not really much here. This is mainly a PvP game. I do hope they add more modes, so stay tuned for that in the future. But solo mode, overall, literally solo, is where you're going to do more of the story aspect, normal and harder difficulty. Survival 100 is a literal, as it says, survival all the way through 100. You take a character in, and that's a good method for getting experience orbs to train your character that you took in. So that's where you'd want to go if you want to kind of train up characters. Now, I want to kind of talk about scouts here because there's a few different banner models the game throws at you. I don't have the image for the step-up version of this banner because I've actually completed the step-up. But what I can say is there's the Bounty Festival banners and the regular banners that feature other types of characters. Like, it's not always going to be a character like Perona here. But the Bounty Festival banners do feature kind of like this separate pool of characters. If you play other games like Dokkan, there's a Dokkan Festival. Like, all these other games pretty much have festival banners where they have their more premium units, right? So this banner does feature all those units you see, like Doflamingo here, Gear 4 Luffy, Bikini Nami, excuse me. Boa is where the Nama came from. So there's that. But I will say the better banner values are always going to be on step-ups. So if there's Bounty Festival step-ups, go for that. But that's pretty much it. Like, the Bounty Festival units are always going to be really, really good, but Bounty Festivals are just, they don't really have value if you can't really whale or drop a ton of rainbow gems there. Step-ups are going to do things like give you discounted summons, guarantee you the units, stuff like that. But again, obviously, summon for what you want primarily, but I wanted to point that out for you guys. Another thing I want to cover here is make sure you're completing your missions. Now, this is very simple and very easy to understand, but there's a lot of ways that this can kind of go. Sometimes there are campaigns where they offer more mission rewards and a lot of different things, so make sure you're checking it out, for one. But there's multiple gems you can get here in campaign periods. The next thing I want to kind of talk about is you can kind of look at this and kind of go through and complete this stuff, right? And get even shards for some units and just stuff like that. So again, make sure you're completing all of this. But if we come here, this is the most important tab, right? This is where you're going, and starting out, this is something I experienced kind of trouble with, was having enough of these orbs to boost my character's skill levels up. So this is where you want to be in the upgrade item tab, and they actually recently dropped a new feature. So the boost panels are boostable by this area, literally. So make sure you're completing these, and when you collect them, a new set does spawn. So again, make sure you're completing as much of these as you can a day to get all the orbs you need to go ahead and power up your characters. Also, pay good attention to event periods, especially periods like the one we're in now where there's a new character, because a lot of times they drop a new character and they give you a ton of missions like these where it's like, okay, win battles using that character, play using that character, and you get gems for that too. So like there's a lot of stuff like that. Upgrading equipment, playing battles, like there's a lot with each event, and there's always an event pretty much active, like always. So make sure you're doing those and completing as much of those as you can. Another thing I want to talk about is equipment. So let's go to your medals. So medals are craftable based on basically playing with the characters, right? And there's so many characters and so many medal variations, as you see. So there's that. Also, you can get some of these metal fragments by going up against some of these characters in PvP, it's a way worse drop rate. You might as well just take the character yourself, but you can't do that. There are also going to be event medals that you'll be able to craft and stuff like that by playing and getting your missions and stuff like that. But one thing I want to point out when it comes to medals is that you always want to have medals upgrading. Now, you don't have this third slot unless you get the premium pack thing. I'm not going to really talk about that. But you want to always have medals upgrading. The reason why is because when it comes to medals, there is a ton of them that do different unique traits, right? But you really want to try to min-max your medals, right? So when we come to slot 3, this is a medal that has access to these 3 stars. And you see the rate for getting the percentage increase. So crit, HP, has another stat down here, stuff like that. So you really want to try to get level 9 medals, right? So that means you upgrade a lot of the same medal and then transfer traits. So transferring traits looks like this. So if I have this, which has a extra trait 3, attack increase 12%, and I want to improve it further, obviously I don't really want that trait 2, which is a 1 star, right? This one has an HP. Ideally, the min-maxing that a lot of people do is just full attack. You want to try to get 9 stars worth of attack increases. So a lot of people do that. I have a defense there, an HP. Still need some more stuff. Now, it remains to be seen how defense and HP are impacted by the newest update. But if you really want to build a super tank setup like that, you can. But again, most people are running full attack setups. And this is why a lot of people hit really hard, right? You don't really need to particularly, like, quote-unquote, whale in this game to be good at the game, but you do need good medals. So you need to always upgrade medals. Find a medal with traits and tags that you like, that do things that you like, right? Like cooldown reduction for skill 1. If you have a character that has a short time on cool 1, maybe you want to, skill 1. Maybe you want to give them cooldown for skill 1, right? So they can spam that skill. And a lot of people, again, are just going to go full attack. Full attack 3 stars. So, like, if I can get another medal of this wild zombie with another trait 3 that has, or any other trait, really, and I can transfer it here, right, and put it on slot 2 and slot 1. So here's an example of me doing that with this here. We're going to try to get the HP on my slot 2, and I did not. So you can retry it if you'd like to use the rainbow gems. It's one for one. You see the times versus the cost. I generally only do it once and move on. It got pretty bad again. So yeah, maybe you don't want to do that. There are other also items you can use to kind of transfer on if you'd like that. You get a lot of these from ranking rewards and stuff like that by playing PvP. So now's a good time to kind of go over to PvP, and then we'll also finish things off by going to the exchange shop, because that's pretty much all the basics. In fact, let me go to the exchange shop first. So the exchange shop has obviously various shops. So sometimes there's going to be an event on, like this Ingot event, or however you pronounce Ingot, I don't know, where you can exchange for things like free units. Currently, the free unit is Ryuma, so he's actually really good, in fact. So you get these by playing and also in missions, right? You can exchange for other various things in here. Ideally, right, you want to try to get these special skill orbs. In fact, I'm going to get them myself because they're very valuable. And also other stuff that you may potentially need. And these exchanges for metal frags will be helpful too. So battle points is different. You get this by playing as well. Again, you get a lot of stuff just by playing. And there's also a campaign on right now, it looks like, where you have 50% off and you can exchange twice. So this is an area where you can actually get more fragments for your characters for free in the game. Now, I believe that the only characters in this here are going to be characters that you already own. So stay tuned for that. I'm not so sure, but still, free characters are free characters, and this will help you min-max your characters and proceed with characters, right? So you don't have to always pull to get fragments for characters. We can even take it a step further. Here's another avenue for free character fragments. I know for a fact, actually, hold on. I don't know so much about the battle point needing you to own the characters. You guys can confirm that or not. But this one you do need to own the character to exchange for crystals here. So like, I currently have 120. If I wanted to literally finish this Luffy off, I could right now, and give him 120 out of, he needs 119. I can give him 119 if I want to, and finish him off. But yeah, so you get these by playing as well. It's all just by playing PvP and stuff like that. And there's 2-star ones, 3-star ones, 4-star ones. Cola's different. To get Cola, you need to have 6-star units and then summon a dupe of them afterwards, which is generally language for, hey, whale in the game. So that's a little different. So let's come over here. Every so often, there's going to be an alternative battle mode. Like, we haven't had the Brawl 8 mode in a while. And in fact, they came out once and never came back. But there's generally challenge battles. So challenge battles are some of the things that you really want to farm when they're live. And they're only ever live for a short period of time. But there's a ton of rewards here. So let's see how things are here. So you get, there's some fragments here. This is a 2-star fragment, 3-star fragments. We just kind of covered those, right? Now this is a boost orb. So these are good for the boost panels on units that I didn't really cover, which I will, I guess, in a moment. But there's a lot of boost orbs here. And this is important because these just came out literally with this update a couple of days ago. But there's gems in here, right? Gems and fragments. Your fragments are very important. So you definitely want to get this 30 fragments sitting here, right? Because you're going to need those to power up your characters, especially if you're a free player. So playing that's a big deal. Come back over here to League Battle. Every day you can get a treasure chest. So by playing, you're able to get that. And it comes with a gem and stuff like that. But mainly just, again, more fragments for your characters, right? And also by playing at the end of the season, you do get rank rewards based on the rank that you reached as well. So currently I'm S-. I'm somebody that always is in S+ anyway. And also they have right here, these are the characters you can get from the treasure that you can get once per day by playing PvP, right? And you also do get other regular treasure items just by playing PvP, like the items to boost your characters and stuff. So the last thing I want to cover is the brand new boost system. So Character Boost just came out. It's a way to also add more stats to your characters even further. So as you see, we can give Luffy if I want to HP, attack, defense, move on through. These are grids to add more stats to the overall character. And that was what you could exchange for in the missions tab here in the upgrade items tab. Also, you can get them from playing the challenge battles. So that's all stuff to really focus on. In the beginning, I'd just say, honestly, focus on your missions, especially on the weekend when there's a special orb there. Training your characters, and if you really need more survival chances, you can exchange for survival tickets generally. There might be in the battle points tab here, way at the bottom. Yeah. If you need to, 150 is not even that much to get. So you can get a survival card to take on survival 100 to train up your levels and go from there. So generally, I'd also say the level to target is level 80 on characters, because level 80, there are some characters that just are not going to be able to get their traits unless they're like level 80 or something like that overall. And that's when they get really, really good. You don't need level 100 characters, but if you don't have at least level 80 on some characters, which is 5-star, and it's a free 5-star right here, then you will struggle in higher ranks, especially if you don't have good medals. You need good medals overall. So here's the cumulative effect of these medals I currently have on him right now. He's getting 47% attack, another 130, and then 11. I can actually make these better overall. But if I look at the tags, these are all the tags that are triggered with this BOA medal and in combination with that Law medal as well. So when you use combination medals like that, you can get bonus stats. And same thing is happening here. Whereas Luffy's getting a lot. He's getting a capture speed bonus, a lot of attack, and stuff like that. So that's just the general guide. So thank you all for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hit that subscribe if you are new for more content. And again, if it was helpful, please hit that thumbs up to show support here on the channel. And I'll catch all of you in the next one.